What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here's Legitical Response. We cover political news, and I tell you, we talk about Donald Trump a lot on this channel. This dude is a very popular guy. He's running for president, for goodness sakes. The left hates this dude, right? The left hates this guy with a passion. And for why? He was a lifelong Democrat. The Democrats should love this guy, but they hate this guy for something because he came out in 2016 as a Republican presidential candidate. All of a sudden, this guy went from just a rich billionaire to worse than Hitler, for goodness sakes. Now, when he did come out in 2016 as a Republican and he got voted into office, he became the president, folks. He absolutely split the Republican base. We now have two Republican sides. We have MAGA, and then we have the Uniparty, which is what I consider those people. They're just Democrats. They're rhinos, Republicans in name only. But he absolutely bifurcated the damn Republican Party, for sure. And that was the status quo of his first couple of years as president. He was fighting against his own party. That's why nothing got done. For God's sakes, we had the White House, we had the Senate, and the House of Representatives. We could have passed any legislation we wanted to, but no, he had to fight tooth and nail to get a wall built when they could have easily passed legislation to reform immigration and build a wall. But no, they didn't do that because they were infighting with each other, because Donald Trump came through, like I said, just split the Republican Party down the middle. Now you have a MAGA side. Now, something Donald Trump has done since then. He smashed the Republican Party in 2020 when he came out of office. They kind of rallied behind him. Some of them rallied behind him in 2020, but after January 6th, it was kind of over. People were over Trump. They wanted him to go away quietly into that good night, but he didn't do that, folks. But let me tell you, the Democrats have actually fixed the Republican Party. And I got the proof to back this up. The Democrats have fixed the Republican Party. They have started coming after Donald Trump with this BS lawfare, splitting our justice system into two tiers. You have the Democrats and everybody else, and then you have MAGA Republicans, who they relentlessly go after. They are going after Trump's lawyers, for goodness sakes. These people, they tried to put a campaign together because they thought that the Democrats played dirty in the 2020 election, which they did. They thought it was fraud. They didn't know that the Democrats changed the rules and laws around voting. So they fought that in the court system. And guess what? They put together slates of electors in case he won those court cases. In case they found that the electors that were put in place that were certified for Joe Biden were fraudulent electors. Now the Democrats are coming after those people, even though they weren't certified. They were just put together just in case he won these court cases. That is absurd. That is obscene. That is so intellectually dishonest that it makes no sense. It makes the whole entirety of the Republican Party see what is going on with the Democrats' lawfare. Now, the Democrats have sewn back together the Republican Party, aside from a few outliers, people that just hate Trump. But we pretty much have a unified Republican Party now, and guess what? The Democrats, in taking the derangement route, with taking the Trump derangement to such an extreme, they have now bifurcated themselves between Democrats who can see reality and Democrats who are Trump deranged. Check this out.
The trial in New York, the one he got convicted for, was the greatest fundraising bonanza ever. He was lagging behind Biden, and now he's pulled quite a bit ahead. That trial was the greatest reason people had to send their checks for $5, $10, $25, whatever dollars to Donald Trump. So I was always with you on the one in New York, the hush money trial. I don't think they should have brought that one. It was just always going to look like a sex case, and people were always just going to look at it that way. So anyway.
That case, the Attorney General's case in New York, frankly, should have never been brought. And if his name was not Donald Trump, and if he wasn't running for president, I'm the former AG in New York, I'm telling you that case would have never been brought. And that's what is offensive to people. And it should be, because if there's anything left It's belief in the justice system.
Yes, that is Andrew Cuomo. He is a champion of the left. He was the New York governor, for goodness sakes. He was also the AG in New York, as he stated on there. And he is outright saying this is BS. Now, we know that a lot of this is BS. We know the two-tier justice system in this country is absolutely there, but the Democrats, they're trying to deny it. They're trying to say, no, there's no two-tier justice system. Look at Hunter Biden. Yeah, and then they forget about the plea deal that was going to give immunity to Hunter Biden and some of his associates for crimes that he hadn't even committed yet, for crimes that he hasn't even gone to court for yet. It's totally separate crimes from this gun charge. Yeah, that was a sweetheart deal, proving outright the two-tier justice system once again. But we get into this other weird space where you've got these other cases against Donald Trump that the left tries to use, right? Now, we know, like, say, the classified documents case and all the political malfeasance, the judicial malfeasance, the prosecutorial misconduct of Jack Smith has pretty much destroyed that case. And people like to say, oh, it's Eileen Cannon. She's a Trump appointee. No, she sees reality. She sees what's going on. They mishandled the classified documents that they are charging Trump for mishandling. They're charging him for espionage, for taking presidential records home. That is mind-blowing. They've never charged a president for that, and presidents can pretty much just take whatever. The corporate press tried to say, oh, he was taking nuclear secrets. Prove it. They won't show us the classified documents. Why? Because they're classified documents, and they know that. They know the public can't see those classified documents. So what does the corporate press do? They try to make you think that, oh, he was taking nuclear secrets home to sell to Russia or China or North Korea or somebody. But once again, that whole two-tier justice system rears its ugly head when you check out something like this.
Nothing, and I will underscore, nothing that I was sent or that I sent was marked classified.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails, either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received.
When I got to work as Secretary of State, I opted for convenience to use my personal email account because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
I didn't have to turn over anything. I chose to turn over 55,000 pages of my email, but we turned over everything that was work-related, every single thing.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands, that were not returned.
And they outright refused to go after Hillary Clinton, right? The hush money trial was, quote-unquote, election interference. Hillary Clinton herself paid for with campaign funds to create fake evidence to go after Donald Trump to say he was a Russian agent. They made that up, got the FBI involved to spy on the Trump campaign to take him down. The FBI knew the evidence was fabricated. They knew it was fake and still refused to go after Hillary Clinton for election interference. It's just utter insanity coming from these people. And you guys in the corporate press expect us to not look at this and see it for what it is. You are trying to interfere in the election for 2024 by going after Donald Trump. Democrats can see it. The Republicans have rallied behind Donald Trump and can see what exactly you're doing, and we're not having it anymore. You cannot just make up a bunch of stuff, go after your political opponents. No, we're not going to stand for it. This is not going to happen. They are not going to put Donald Trump in jail, and he will be voted into office come November. And hopefully, we pray to God that he goes in there and cleans freaking house and gets this corrupt, cancerous tumor that is in the United States federal government and excises it from the federal government and gets these people out of here. And we need not just that to happen, we need Congress to get cleaned up as well. But that's going to take me and you. Trump isn't going to be able to clean up Congress, folks. That's going to take for us to get out there and vote in our primaries. Vote for new congressmen. We don't need these old congressmen in there anymore. We need to vote in our primaries for new senators, for goodness sakes, aside from a few senators that are actually decent. J.D. Vance, Josh Hawley, John Kennedy. And you know, honestly, that's a little bit biased take on John Kennedy. He might be, you know, weird, but he's funny. He is really funny, and he is a very smart guy. And I would vote for him just on that, to be honest. But, you know, that's not the only reason I would be voting for John Kennedy. John Kennedy is great on some of these Senate committee hearings. I love this guy. He's smart, like I said, and he's a true conservative. And he's pretty based, if you will. But we got to get out there and vote for new people, folks. We can't have this. We've got to get our country back on track. Secure our borders. Get our spending under control. Because we are spending in a $1.7 trillion deficit. That is nuts, y'all. And we cannot continue to go like this. It's going to destroy the country. You know, the Biden administration is doing a really good at destroying the country right now. And not like physically destroying it, but metaphorically destroying the country. Going after his political opponents. Denying oversight. Not caring about Supreme Court decisions. And just doing it anyway. It's just mind-blowing what these people are doing to this country. And it's up to us to stop it, folks. But I think I've rambled on for long enough on this one. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comments section. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.